Going live. A lot of times it crashes. We're live, it says. Dun, da, da, da. We're live. What's up, everybody? It's Grim, and I'm here with Katie. And we are coming to you live tonight because there's lots to talk about. I told her not to eat on the live stream. She's like, I don't give a crap. So, all right. So anyway, how are you guys tonight? How's everybody? What we're going to do is we want to talk to you guys about what happened with GTS wrestling this past week. We want to talk to you guys about what happened with the Raja Jackson thing, because I'm absolutely disgusted. I want to talk to you guys about the memberships. Like we did a members only pay-per-view this week. And I want to tell you about that. Like become members, because we'll do a members only once a week. Even if it's just me here by myself, I'll be doing something cool for just the members. And then we're going to have, like I said, special matches just for the members. And then Brewery Brawl 2 will once again be a members only event. The salad looks amazing. I'm going to have mine after the stream. And there we go. Matt Cardona versus Grim. Jason Holtby. He's been a member for 3 months. Thank you, Jason, for being here. And Jason, if you want to sponsor that, because the Matt Cardona will wrestle anybody. He'll do it. He'll be right here on GTS. He needs, what does he call it? Pad the lope. Pad the envelope. So if you guys want to talk about a secret, if you guys have a huge question, whatever, you send in the dono and you send in the questions. Here's my donation and here's the question. And the bigger the dono, the more juicy I will make the answer. If you send me $1, I'll be like, I'll give you a short little answer. You send me a big old dono, like I'm gonna go in depth and tell you everything. I'll tell you everything. And I'm here with my wonderful Katie, and today is our 3-month anniversary.
Crazy.
Happy anniversaries in the chat. One's in the chat. Let's say hello to the members. Archie Uke, thank you for being a member. Thank you for being here. So if you're a member, you'll come up green in the chat, and then we highlight that. And like I said, a lot of people in the chat, I want to interact with everybody, but the members and the donos are the ones getting the priority, because obviously we're trying to keep GTS going, and we're trying to earn a living over here. So guys, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the ones in the chats, for the love. I'd love to be a member, but low funds. I get it. A lot of people are, and that's why GTS is still always going to be free here on the channel. There's always going to be the free episodes. There's always going to be like this week, we have 2 free episodes. They're huge. It's Clash in Your Pants. Guys, one's in the chat for Clash in Your Pants. It's going to be a banger. And it kicks off with Jungle Jim versus Ice-T Curtis for the legendary YouTube title. Look, I'm not involved at all. And they're going to have to deliver their own banger without me, because I'll be on camera and I'll be talking. Yeah. You guys are hyped for that. Milton is a member. Bruce Phillips is a member. I want to give big shout outs to you guys. Thank you for being here. Let me see if I missed anybody. Archie, Milton, and Bruce. Yeah, those are our members here. And then Jason Holtby, obviously. Thank you guys for being members. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of cool members shows coming up. And if you guys send in donos, then we talk about these secrets. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk about Raja Jackson, because that jerk off. I can't believe what happened. The whole thing is sickening. And it's crazy that it's all built up right on a live stream. Right? It's all built up right on a live stream, as in you see everything that's happened. There's no question about what happened, because every single part of it was documented. He says, oh my God, the guy shot on him. Okay. Oh my God, the guy, Psycho Stu. What did he do? He went and he hit him. Yeah. He thought he was part of the show. He saw the cameras, and then he was realized, oh man, I'm sorry. He said he was sorry. He apologized multiple times. They said, okay, do a single leg takedown, hit him with 2 fake punches, and they're going to pull you off. He goes, oh no, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to light this guy up. I'm going to hit him for real. He premeditated it and then nearly killed this man. He might have killed him. He might die. Hey, Grim, I got a question. This is from J Mech Jr. Whatever happened to Tubby Bulldozer? I remember we went through a whole list of wrestlers and what happened to them, but no Bulldozer. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what happened to Tubby Bulldozer. Tubby Bulldozer, for real life, is one of my longtime friends. And thank you, J Mech Jr., for the dono. Like I said, guys, you guys send in big donos like that, I will give you all the dirt. And because he sent in 10, I'm going to give you all the dirt. Okay, so yeah, Tubby Bulldozer, real life, is old school friend of mine. We went to elementary school together, high school together. We did backyard wrestling together. And then, grew up to be, once we were friends, we've always been friends, grew up. I said, hey, man, I would love you to be on my YouTube show. He was on my YouTube show for a little bit. Now, what's he doing? Now he was like one of the pioneers of the 3D printing, making toys out of 3D and all that kind of stuff. He actually made me an Optimus Prime Cybertruck Transformer 3D printed, and he sells them. Little Tup Designs, I believe, on Instagram. I could be wrong. Alexander Guzman, thank you for the dono. Nick Major, thank you for the dono. I appreciate both of you guys for sending those in. And yeah, so Tubby Bulldozer, real life friend of mine. He's making these really cool 3D toys and fingers, and he's at a lot of conventions. He goes to like the Comic Cons and stuff, and he's got like a big table at the conventions selling like these cool like fingers, like robotic fingers and claws that are 3D printed. And he makes a really cool amount of things out of the 3D stuff. He's one of the biggest pioneers of the 3D printing stuff. So I hope that answers your question. It's satisfactory for that dono. And if you guys want to have a question answered about something on GTS, something crazy that's happened on GTS, you send in the dono and I answer the question. The bigger the dono, the more details I give.
My dad, Grim. Why do you have so many kids?
Whoa, we just got a big
for Schnizzle.
E Wilkie 99.99. I'm the guy who debated if the thing was a work today on X. Now that I've done more research, I believe I was wrong. But I don't want any heat between us, so here's $100, dude. Wow, Wilkie. Wow, there's no heat whatsoever. Did we just become best friends? Yup. No, I appreciate the discourse, and like I feel like I probably got a little offended by him, and like he was just kind of making an argument. He was saying, I think Raja, this could be fake. There's a possibility. And we're like, what are you, I got offended. I was like, are you dumb? Are you too stupid? And he got really upset. He's like, I'm not stupid. I was just voicing an opinion that it might be fake. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, I get it. What happens a lot of times when there's, these blurred lines, angles, is wrestling fans don't want to feel like, oh, I think that's real. And they're like, no, idiot. It's obviously fake. Mm-hmm. People don't want to feel stupid getting duped. Mm-hmm. So they're like, oh, I'm so smart. I can tell that it's fake. But then actual real things happen. And it's like, then I get real upset when people are calling real things fake. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I get upset. So I kind of jump down his throat. So Elkie, I apologize. I accept your apology. That was an incredible dono. And if you want, send in a question, because I'll answer a question for you too. And I'm glad that you took the time to talk to me on Twitter about it, like, reasonably. Sorry I jumped down your throat. And I really appreciate, like I said, the dono, dude. That was awesome. Thank you. Blaze Smith, hey Grim, when AJ gonna be coming back? Actually, he sent me a DM today, and I'm gonna be answering him soon. So hopefully, I would say this month. And thank you, Blaze Smith, for the dono and the question. Archie, he's a member, so I'll answer his question. Will we ever see the return of Garg, Grim?
I think so, too.
Because he knows I have an idea for Garg's return. You guys are going to shit when you see my idea for Garg's return on GTS. I just have to get the both competitors to agree. Well, listen, I have like some very, very funny. Pro wrestling to me is a soap opera with matches that help tell the stories. You know what I mean? And it's like, what happens in real life? People are hooking up. People are dumping people. People are getting with other people. People are cheating on each other. People are cheating to win their matches. Mm-hmm. It's real life. People are broke. People are hustling money. People are lying. People are making up problems. So I try to make GTS wrestling like real life. Well, we just got 2 big donos. Guys, thank you guys for sending in the donos. You send in the donos, I answer a question. The bigger the dono, the more the details. So we got 2. What happened to Philly Mike Swanson and Hollywood Hooligan from Nick Major? Philly Swanson is banned from my show because he's just being a jerk for no freaking reason. Yeah, he jumped down my throat for no fucking reason. And then Hollywood Hooligan retired from wrestling altogether. Okay, and Van Zarn. Hey, Grim, I run a wrestling YouTube channel, and I'm looking to start doing interview-style videos. I would love if you would be my first guest. I don't use Twitter. How can I reach out and make it happen? Thank you so much, Van Zarn. Instagram. GTS Ambassador. I'm GTS Ambassador on Instagram, so you can DM me there, and then we can set something up. And I appreciate you for wanting to have me. How cool is that?
I found out what smells.
What is it?
It's your hair gel.
What?
I thought it was your aftershave, but it's your hair gel.
Okay. Do you not like it?
No, I was just trying to figure out what it was because it was a different kind of smell that I haven't smelled before.
Okay. It was so funny because we're like getting ready to do this live stream and we're both like putting like I put cologne on and she put perfume on and aftershave. Like right, like anybody's gonna smell us through the screen. Hilarious. Let me see if I can turn this slightly. There we go. Get to the screen a little bit. Guys, thank you for the donos. Thank you all for being here. If you guys want a question answered about GTS, you send in a dono. The bigger the dono, the more details I put behind the story. So getting back to the Raja Jackson thing, right? We saw a clip of some guy telling him to go in there and shoot.
Yeah.
Why would you listen to just some freaking backstage wrestler that you've probably never even met before in your life? Why would you listen to that guy and go do it? You know, he deserves a receipt. Go give him a receipt.
People are not the brightest and the smartest.
Right. You know, if I stiff somebody, right? Like they say, give them a receipt. But if I stiff somebody and I immediately apologize, I don't deserve a receipt. Same way, if somebody stiffs me and goes, "Oh, bro, sorry," I go, "Okay, I'm not going to give him a receipt." He apologized immediately. Now, if a guy stiffs me and I go, "Yo, ease up," and he stiffs me again, now he's getting rid of the receipt.
I really think that like he has some sort of like anger issues that like
the whole family clearly does.
It just set him off, and it's like that isn't completely necessary.
Right. All right, we just got 2 donos just came in. J Mac Jr. asked, as a fan since 2015, first vid was heel life throwing your toys away during your messed up shoulder, return of Buster, or not being able because of his contract. Okay, so return of Buster. Yeah, Buster was like on SmackDown like 3 weeks ago, reffing. He's a ref on NXT, and he might be doing more SmackDown soon. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, he's on WWE. He's contracted to WWE, and he lives down in like Florida, I think, where they film NXT. Wherever they film NXT is where he lives. So unfortunately, Buster will not be on GTS. And thank you for being a fan for so long. 2015. That's 10 years, man. Alexander Guzman watched you at 6, and I'm 17 now. Thank you for making my childhood. Thank you for being here and making Grim and Grim's Toy Show and everything what it is today. We're still going. Yeah. As I'm saying, a lot of these guys were watching in 2015, and they're still here 2025. It's 10 years we've been chilling here.
Yeah.
And you know what I didn't do in 2015? This. I did not sit here and stream. I didn't do live streams or that kind of stuff. We did like one a year, maybe. So if you guys want to ask questions about GTS, like I said, you can send in the dono, ask the question. The bigger the dono, the more details and more in depth I go about the question. And then also members, I'll answer questions for members. If you guys want to be a member, and we're gonna have members only streams coming up. We had one a few days ago. It was me and Grim and Lucha La Raza teamed up to defend the GTS tag titles against the Cheenies, Ice-T Curtis and Francesca. And what a great match. It was so fun. And there was 3 other matches on there too. Brooke versus Emily Saxton, bad bitch match. We had the TF crew. It was Rhea versus Puma versus Joe Starr, which they're all awesome. And then we had Adam Bazar defend against my buddy, one of the biggest debuts in the past like 2 weeks, Mark the Shark Garofalo. He's the American Muscle Shark, and
cool.
he's had a great impact immediately. Like fans already. I mean, he looks like a wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
He's juiced up,
He doesn't. He's not like
bro.
He doesn't look like he's Killer K, where he just crawled out of a dumpster. You know what I'm saying? Like or Isaac Scythe, who looks like he just got off the fucking school bus.
I literally just have a basic salad. It's just chopped romaine with ranch dressing and shredded cheese. That's what I wanted. Somebody asked today.
So somebody said if I want to talk about the situation with Marconi, absolutely, I would love to. Send in a dono, and I will ask.
Marconi.
Remember what? TJ Marconi?
Yeah, but like I don't know the whole situation.
Yeah. Let's see. I was so shocked when Emily won the dunk in the trunk. That was Archie.
I want to know the situation. Somebody sent a dono.
Not with TJ Marconi.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, TJ Marconi.
I've heard some things about this guy.
Yeah, it was an SWF situation, I think 2016 or 17-ish. Maybe even 2018-ish. And yeah, I don't know, man. He just pissed me off. I was excited. Tony Genie. Grey Wolf versus Garg.
No. Immediate. No. Delete. The
thing is, that's a dream match, honestly.
No.
But you know why it can't happen? You know why it can't happen? Because Grey Wolf's vanished, and Garg would die. Garg could not handle Grey Wolf. Great question, J Mac Jr. I love that you're dying. I love that you're absolutely dead. Are you good? So if you guys are just joining us, I was talking about the GTS secrets, and if you send donos in, I give you whatever you want to talk about, and the bigger the dono, the better the details. And people want to know about Marconi, but nobody has sent in the dono to talk about Marconi.
Send it in.
And the thing about TJ Marconi is that's one of the situations where you take something that was real and you work it into an angle, you work it into tickets, you work it into interest, you work it into views, but it was real, and 90% of it was real. We were just walking along with it to make money at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, and like I said, I'll tell you how that all the members only pay-per-views. And he says, hi, Graham. YouTube says to use any wrestling entrance theme you need to ask permission. So that's why I'm asking your permission to use your GTS wrestling themes in the GTS universe you're doing. Yeah, so if you're making like a show on GTS, wow, here we go. Yeah, if you're making a show, like you're making WWE 2K video game GTS shows and you want to use the themes, yeah, absolutely. That's totally cool. Okay, so Adam Mirren, why can't Brewery Brawl be free for all on YouTube? It will be, Adam, like just not as it happens. Live as it happens, you got to be a member to watch it. It's going to be recorded. We're going to have people with cameras recording it, and there'll be free videos in the following days. So it's either be a member and watch it now, or don't be a member and wait a few days. Simple. Yeah. Okay. So J Mac Jr. says spill the tea on TJ Marconi Jabroni, and there's a big $10 dono, so that means I got to give a lot of details. Okay, so let's see. TJ Marconi is wrestling in SWF, and I'm there as the YouTube guy, and I'm at like the height of popularity at that time, right? So obviously he was like getting jealous and stuff, right? Adam Mirren said Grim versus JCW Juggalos one day, maybe. And he's getting jealous, this, that, and the other thing, right? So we were supposed to have a match where, I was supposed to challenge him for the SWF title. And he's like, I'm not working with Grim. He didn't want to work with me. Why didn't he want to work with me? Because he thought I was an untrained, YouTuber, fat slob, out of shape. He
has no room to say anything.
Right. He's like, I'm a serious wrestler. I was, this,
he
that,
was
and the
big
other
back then.
So he didn't want to wrestle me, right? So they advertised the match. Rob Fury said he wanted the match to happen. They advertised the match. And then the night of the show, he didn't show up. He no-showed, right? And I said, what do you mean he no-showed? He just didn't show up. He did some other show out in Pennsylvania. And they said, we'll just throw you in a 6-man tag. I said, no, absolutely not. I said, I am Grim from YouTube, and I promoted the fuck out of this show to face the fucking champion of SWF. And if that motherfucker doesn't have the goddamn respect to show up as the champion of this fucking federation, then he doesn't deserve to have the fucking championship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the fuck out there, and I'm going to take, and I grabbed the belt out of my bag, and I said, I'm going to take this fucking belt, and I'm declaring it the SWF Interim Championship. And I will be the SWF Interim fucking champion until that sack of shit, TJ Maronei, shows his shit ass up back here at SWF to take it from me. And Rob Fury says, oh, you go out there and do that right now. He goes, I don't know about a match. I said, oh, we're having a match. I said, there's a motherfucker right over there who's going to challenge me because I'm going to issue an open challenge after I declare myself the champion. And his name's fucking Hop. So then what happened was TJ Maronei worked himself out of a payday, and I worked myself into the SWF championship match against my brother in our home fucking town. And I went over for the SWF interim championship. And then that pissed off that fucking goddamn walking bag of leaves, TJ Maronei. He became such a goddamn baked potato that he was sizzling. The fucking steam was coming up out of his ginger ass hair. And then what happened? He said, all right, now I want to fight the motherfucker. Now I want to fight the motherfucker. He said, but it ain't going to be no wrestling match. We're fighting for fucking real. Right? And I said, well, wait, are we really going to do this? Because how am I going to plan a match with this motherfucker if he hates my guts? And they said, fuck around and find out. So it was a dead ass shoot. Went out to the ring. And, he beat the fuck out of me. He beat the fuck out of me. He gave me a black ass eye, and he won. And I don't know. I did hit him with a chair at least, but he kicked the shit out of me. But what did I prove? That I will not fucking back down from anybody. I don't care how big you fucking are. I don't give a shit if you can kick the shit out of me. You're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to fucking ignore me. You're not going to dismiss me. Fuck around, find out. It was the fuck aroundiest of times. It was the find outiest of times. And guess what? People know who the fuck TJ Maronei is because of me. That's right, Maronei. You heard me. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. If it wasn't for me, you personally would just be another sack of shit security guard who got Superman punched by Roman Reigns, and then they forgot your fucking name. Hallelujah. Holy shit. Get me going.
I think you got 2 donuts.
Yeah, all right. So we got to scroll back up because while I was ranting. Give your promo standing ovation, but my leg still hurts. Thank you, Tony. Okay, in description, it says, given permission, WE225 reverse mode. The art, face your feud. I love that, Jason. Thank you so much, Jason Ricky. And then SV2, would love to be a wrestler on GTS when I train enough. SV, I would love to have you when you train. Yeah. Or you could train here. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for the donos. You guys have been making this stream really fun. So basically, if you send in a dono or you become a member, you can ask questions. And then the bigger the dono, the more details I give. Someone gave that big $10. That's why I popped off on TJ Buckface Maronei.
Maybe we see James Ellsworth return.
I will announce a huge, right now, big breaking news. Archie, the member, just asked. So I will deliver the answer. James Ellsworth will be returning. We will be seeing him because I'm facing Enzo Amore on September 26th out in Maryland, and Ellsworth will be there. Hop will be with me, and that's where we will be filming the setup for Hop versus Ellsworth at Brewery Brawl 2. So, yes, you will be seeing James Ellsworth again. J-Mac, then Ace was the absolute first guy to your defense. Yeah. At that point, yes, he was. Absolutely. Me and Ace were tight at that point, J-Mac. And yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that was a crazy time. I just remember getting punched in the head from Maronei as a shoot like 5 or 6 times and then not knowing where the fuck I was.
Douchebag.
Yeah. He had me in the corner and was like imagine like my head was in the middle and he was just like clubbing my head side to side, right? And it was like I was trying to get my arms up to stop it and I couldn't. And then finally I did. And then like, oh God.
Yeah. I don't deal with that.
Yeah.
Right.
I appreciate it. Grim means a lot. Thank you. Now YouTube can't hide my videos. Right, Jason. Thank you for permission, Grim. It means a lot. You're welcome, Jason. And thank you for the dono. We appreciate it. So, yeah. So, guys, what we're doing here is we're talking about the Rajah Jackson situation. And in the meantime, if you guys send in donos and ask a question, I'll disvolve secrets of GTS, of behind-the-scenes stuff. And the thing about that is the bigger the dono, the more details you get. What about the time you got shot on with Jay from Dayton? SV2, yes, you can DM me on Instagram about training. Go for it. Okay, so Dayton just asked about getting shot on J-Bo's $2. So, yeah, so those motherfuckers, he tried to hit me with a kill shot. That guy hit me with a forearm to the back of my head, right here in the base of the back of my head. That's a kill shot. That's a kill shot. Somebody on Twitter tried to say, oh, you're trying to equate what happened today to what happened when you got shot on. I said, yeah, that was a kill shot. They tried to kill me. Okay, and guess what? I no-sold it. That's how fucking tough I am. That was the day that everyone stopped fucking with me. Because everybody said, holy shit, they tried to kill Grim, and the motherfucker no-sold it. Nobody, to this day, nobody's yet to fucking cross me in that way. Bale tried. What happened to him? You know, the other one tried. What happened to that one? J Mac Jr.'s back. What was worse, TJ Maronei, Jabroni, or the two shit crickets that shot right on that triple threat? TJ was definitely worse because, you know, the shoot with the two jabronis, that was one shot. The dude got in one good shot. Yeah, dude, he rocked my shit. I felt like my head spun around. But then all of a sudden I was like, wait, this ain't supposed to be happening. What's happening here? You know, I go into fight or flight mode. I see red. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a normal human reaction. I don't know. Some people get scared, run, cry. I see red and become a fucking savage, you know? So I just saw red and became a savage. If somebody hit me, I wasn't supposed to kill them. That became my instant, you know what I'm saying? I turned around, I went at the motherfucker, clubbed him in the face. And then, like, he started cowering. And when I seen him cower with fear in his eyes, like the pussy that he was, I was just like, what's happening here? And then the other guy starts talking, like, you know, backing me off. I spit at him. See, what are you going to do, pussy? He didn't do anything. And I said, all right, these guys are pussies. I don't need to kill them. They're scared. They're pissing their pants right now because they just woke up the fucking beast. And then literally
beast woke up too. Did you hear it?
And then since then, like I said, nobody's fucked with me because they know I'm a fucking raging psychopath. Ryback even was putting me over on his podcast. I was getting texts from my WWE friends that were at Monday Night Raw saying, yo, Grim, everybody's backstage talking about what a fucking badass you are. I was like, fucking hell yeah. J Mac Jr., return of Stan. Probably not, only because he's very, very heavily busy working on things. What? Okay, JJ Styles, the Untouchable, said, what happened to Vlad and Tommy Salami? They should come back and join BeltFed. Absolutely. Thank you guys for the donos. So what you guys are doing is we're having people send in donos. The bigger the dono, the more details I give about the question you ask. So let's talk about Vlad and Tommy. Okay, Vlad is a doctor. Okay, Vlad was going to medical school as he was wrestling on GTS. You know, people say, oh, he's a part-timer. Well, yeah, he lives far. Number one, and he was going to medical school to become a doctor. Now he's actually a doctor, you know, and he's in practice and he's, you know, helping people, and he doesn't have the time to come wrestle with us, you know, being a doctor, living that far. So, you know, unfortunately, that's just, you know, where that is, you know, with Vlad. And then Tommy, similarly, also has another very good job. I don't know if he wants me talking about it.
Yeah.
But Tommy has a very good job, and he also lives far away, you know, over a bridge in another state. And it's hard for him to get down here, especially for the taping times. And both of them are not actively wrestling anywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like they're not even really wrestlers anymore. So, I mean, I don't want to say that they're retired because they might come back and do a GTS match. Yeah. You know, I know Vlad wants to. We're just trying to get the timing right. So thank you guys for the questions. And like I said, man, we are having so much fun here. Thank you guys for the donos. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Oh, Archie. He said, I wish I could watch your shows in real life, but I live in the UK, sadly. But you've been such a big part of my childhood, man. So thanks. And thank you, Archie, for being a member. Thank you, everyone else who's been signing up to become members. We had a very successful members-only purview.
Yeah.
I guess you call it, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, because the members-only thing, it's a monthly charge. And so it's $10 a month. And if I upload, 20 members videos, you get them all for $10. If I upload one, it was only one, you know? But we're going to try to do at least 2 or 3 of those pay-per-views a month. I figure we could do, and then I actually want to do ones that are actually live.
Yeah.
Then I want to do ones where it's live and you fans can send in donation and say, it's $50, make a match. This is who's here. They send in $50 or we get up to $50 and then it's pick the match. That'd be so much fun. Wouldn't that be fun, you guys? One's in the chat if you think that would be fun.
Triple anus.
Yeah. I see a lot of good questions in the chat. I said, but you guys got to send in the donos and I will answer them. If you send $1, I give a quick answer, yes or no. You send in like $10, I give you all the details, all the juice that you want to hear.
All the juice.
All the
Katie
juice.
is awful. Guess what? You're awful.
Why would you say that Katie's awful? She's been wonderful. What a joy she's been.
What did I do?
And today's our 3-month anniversary.
How rude.
Look, she's pretty. She's funny. She's cute.
What did I do?
She's been a
Please
joy.
tell me. I bet you can't. I bet you can't tell me why I'm awful.
Right. Bruce Phillips. Thank you. He's the member. And yeah. Okay. So this is what I think about the Raj Jackson situation. Getting back to that while we wait for the next dono question. I don't think he's going to get charged. I don't think he's going to get arrested. I hope I'm wrong. I literally hope I'm wrong. I really do, because he should. I mean, I feel like that was an assault, and it was all said and done right there. But at the same time, like, people can say, well, it was clearly planned out and it was just a skit and it just went too far. And that's probably what they agreed to. And maybe he just went too far and people screw up in wrestling and wrestling is fake. And it was planned and they talked about it beforehand. And, okay, maybe he went a little too far. So what? Like, there was no prosecution. I didn't want to go to the cops. I don't go to the cops. I handle my own shit. But when those guys jumped me, everybody there, everybody who had the responsibilities all said, you have to go to the police, you have to make a police report. I'm like, look, this is what they did to me. They didn't care. They're like, oh, this is probably one of your wrestling stories. You're trying to go viral on YouTube, aren't you? I'm like, no, this was actually real. I'm embarrassed to be here at the police department. Alabama Gaming just sent in a dono and a quick question. Will we see Jay the Key Evans back in GTS? Yes. When? I don't know. But definitely,
so
yeah, you'll definitely see him again soon. Because me and him talk regularly, and I know we talk about things that we want to do together, like a return of the Ice Demon, for example, on Triple Amos.
Triple Amos.
Could you imagine the Ice Demon?
That'd be so
Jay
funny.
the Key Evans on Triple Amos. Tony, are you watching? Do you think that's funny?
Yeah, see? You couldn't tell me.
So yeah, Raja is definitely a crash out and unstable, but I don't know that he's gonna catch charges for real, because his defense is gonna say it was wrestling. It was a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
But I mean, you fucked up a guy that bad. Even in MMA, you don't hit somebody that much when they're out, obviously. You know what I mean? Ethan said that you're the best for me to have, and I agree. It's my girl right here, and I love her. Today's our 3-month anniversary, and we had a great weekend.
We did.
So let's tell them about our weekend while we wait for the next dono. If you guys want a question about GTS, you send in a dono, and you ask the question, and the bigger the dono, the more details I give. So we tried to have like a chill weekend because we've been doing so much.
Yeah.
Like last weekend, we had the conventions. So this weekend we tried to do nothing.
Yeah, we basically snuggled like a whole lot.
Yeah, and we went out to eat.
Yeah,
and we went to a restaurant tonight, and there was a very special person to me that works there that we got to visit, which I don't want to talk about. But
so cute.
But yes, and it was nice, you know, and it was very emotional for me, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And it was a nice time. And then yesterday, oh my God, we went shopping. I love shopping.
We went shopping and we got pie.
We went on a romantic.
This girl wanted pie, so I got pie.
We went on a romantic date to ShopRite. Honestly, and it was everything I hoped and dreamed it would be.
Was fine.
It's like you go to ShopRite, you can buy a bunch of snacks and dinners, and you come home and you cook and you eat and you snuggle and you enjoy each other. We watched wrestling.
I was going off. Okay, so John Cena was going off on Logan Paul, and I was going off like I was John Cena on Logan Paul.
Bro, the way that Katie was reacting to John Cena, like, and Logan Paul, like you would think I was filming her, like, you know, and she's like playing it up for the camera. And I said, you know, I'm not recording you, right? And she goes, these are my normal reactions. I'm like, wait, really? Because she's sitting there, like, I'm sitting behind her, okay? So she's watching the TV. Like, let's pretend like this is the TV. She's going, yeah, you tell him, Logan. No, you suck, Logan. No, you suck. Get him, John. Yeah.
Literally was going off.
I was like, are you good? J Mac, hear me out. Garg returns and fights Jimmy. Listen, J Mac, I love you, man. You've been great tonight on the stream, but I have a way funnier idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Should I just reveal it?
No.
Because it'd be way too funny, right?
You can give a hint, but it's not gonna be the full thing.
All right, I'm gonna give a hint.
Let's just say he has a love interest.
Garg's coming back because he's in love.
Right.
I'm gonna message him right now.
I loved Slim Jims, but now I switched and I have like the organic beef sticks.
I'm messaging Garg right
because now. I don't know what it is. The Slim Jims are really like greasy and oily, and it hurts my stomach.
Where is he? Why can't I find him? Oh, there he is.
How's your wife doing? He's divorced. What do you want? What do you expect? I'm his girlfriend. He doesn't have a wife.
Listen, you're my wife. You're wifey now. You've been upgraded.
Devin Belt Federation joined Jim Baby Katie. What? I am a part of Belt Fed, by the way.
So, guys, one's in the chat if you think Roger Carter is going to face justice and charges. Two's in the chat if you think he's going to get away with it because he's going to say it was wrestling, You
said it in Memphis' voice.
Wait, what happened?
Lean grass-fed me.
Yeah. Archie asked a question. Will Flash Carter and Jay the Key compete for the tag team belts again? That is the hope. I would love for that. It's hard to get them both together because Flash is also in med school. We've talked about this. Yeah, Flash is in med school, and he lives like an hour and a half that way in med school. And then Jay the Key lives like an hour that way doing his job and where he lives, and trying to get them both together to fight another two people who are both there at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, everybody likes your shirt.
I know, everybody likes your shirt. Haters gonna hate. You know why? Because haters are gonna hate. And you know what?
Haters gonna potato.
I ain't never seen a hater doing better than me, bitch. Everybody who hates and is like, oh, agree with this, oh, agree with that, is some freaking turd sitting in her basement eating Cheerios. Yeah.
Oh
my God. Have you guys seen the video today on the Grimm's Toy Show channel? It was a bonus match. We had Brooke and her son fighting versus Doc Holliday and Isaac Scythe. And at the end of it was Memphis. I found him just inspecting my truck out of nowhere. And you guys need to see it because it was real. 1,000% shoot.
No, marker.
Grim, don't let the haters get you down. I never let haters get me down.
They are not married.
Other people seem to let the haters bother them sometimes, but not me, motherfucker. What are you doing?
They are not married.
Who what?
ASMR.
Russ on the truck, I seen it. The haters can eat it, yeah. Grim, why did Rad Dad leave GTS in real life? You have to send in a dono if you want the answer. You got to send in the dono. Archie said the haters can eat it. Yeah. You guys can become members, and then I'll answer questions. I'll answer all the questions for the members. And then, or you can send in a dono, And when you send in a dono, then I can answer that question and put the Jamie the Mailman through the table, off the roof. That was what a classic video. We need to do like reactions to like some of the older videos, right? That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's one. There's a dono from Mr. Rick. How much?
Sake.
I think Isaac Scythe, the YouTube champion. I would need at least $10,000. Because it would cost me about $10,000 in business and views if Isaac Scythe became the YouTube champion. I would do it for $10,000, and then I'd have him cashed in on immediately. You just didn't know that. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because now they're gonna know it's coming.
Yeah,
they're gonna be like, "Maron, you can't have him. He has to be the champion for at least 3 months." Like, what's a long reign on What's a long reign on GTS? You know what I'm saying? Like a long reign. Oh, here we go. What happened with Rad Dad from J Mech Jr.? Okay. So
Emily's here.
Oh God. Can you get Jake Cage to come back from It's Rage? So I'll answer It's Rage first because it was a smaller dono. The less the dono, the less the details. The more the dono, the more the details. And thank you guys for asking the question. Okay, so real quick, It's Rage. Can you get Jake Cage to come back? I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. He's out of shape. He's not ready for the ring. Maybe one day. You guys got to hound him and tell him to get his ass in shape and get his ass to New Jersey. Okay.
To my Emily.
So J Mech Jr. asked what happened with Rad Dad. So what happened with Rad Dad is Rad Dad wants to make it to TV. Like he wants to be on AEW or WWE or, TNA or MLW. Like he wants to ascend to that, and, being at GTS, is a big commitment. I want you guys there every week, every taping. Yeah. Not everybody can be, but if you want to be, in the championship matches and in the stories, I need you there. Otherwise you show up, you put somebody over, you know what I'm saying? Like Corey Dillinger shows up once every 6 months and puts somebody over, which is awesome. Thank you, Corey. So and Rad Dad can still pop in and put somebody over, Thank you, Emily, and thank you for the dono. Appreciate you. So it's nice. It's nice that he's doing that, and like I said, there's no heat, there's no issues. It's just he's just like Jordan Oliver, just like Casey Navarro, just like Platinum Max, and many others who've said, "Hey man, thanks for the opportunity here at GTS. This was fun. I got to go take my time and energy now and put it somewhere else so I can get to the next level." And I am totally fine with that. I never have an issue with that. Yeah. It's like, it's great. I like to see my people, what I'm saying? My friends go succeed. Yeah. I love to see that Casey Navarro's on Impact Wrestling. We saw him live wrestle. I love to see that Jordan Oliver was just on Ring of Honor. Yeah, it's great. Platinum Max won the freaking AEW tag titles. Like Robert Stone, was just on the Heat Wave tonight. Like it's crazy. It's great to see my friends that were on this show, on this channel for a long time. Yeah. Doing cool things on TV now. Yeah. So that's what Rad Dad's off to do. We wish him well. We wish him luck. Like I said, there's no issue between us. It's just, that's what's happening.
I got coconut custard pie. The guys someone said it. I don't know where it went.
So a lot of good questions in there, but you got to send in the donos to get the match.
It's on me.
The bigger the dono, the more details. We've been having J Mech Jr. has been sending in a ton. Last night we were on the other channel. Last night I was on the other channel on Grim Experience, and we were streaming. I just took a drink of water. We were on the other channel last night. We were doing an action figure rumble, which those were so fun.
And I was getting mosquitoes.
Yeah, and she was killing mosquitoes because all the mosquitoes got in the house when we were grilling.
Yeah. They got so bad.
I know, so right? Bad. This is fun. We were going to hang out here for about another 15 minutes. I've been trying. I feel like an hour is a sweet spot for streams. Like I'm old and only have a certain amount of energy. I was going to do the lolcow streams with Lacey, and they're like 2 hours from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., which is the worst time slot in the history of our sport. She got punished with it, and then I got asked to be on it, and then I think I pissed her off. Anyway, 11 years and 2 daughters with my Katie. Love to y'all. What was that? Appalachia 87. Thank you for the dono.
I have never been to Chicago.
I love the real life videos. Yeah, well, like I said, we're trying to. I feel like real always wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, a wrestling show is a wrestling show. We're telling stories of pro wrestling. You know what I'm saying? But again, I want them to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah.
And we do blend in a lot of the real life stuff into the stories.
Yeah.
So it's like, me and you are a couple in real life, and we're a couple on GTS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my real life rules are going to apply to GTS, Grimm's character.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not running around trying to get with all the girls because I'm with you. Even though Grimm's character.
Do you guys want me?
What?
Do you guys want me to be on GTS again?
EMT Katie. I like when you take care of me after my injuries.
Oh, guess what? I don't go to the casino. I don't gamble.
Gambling's
I'm afraid to lose my money, guys.
I was with
very limited on my money.
I was with Duhop's kid. At the boardwalk when we all went to the boardwalk. It was in the vlog. I even said it in the vlog.
Yeah.
And he was doing the spinny wheel and he put the money down. He's spinning wheel. And he's come on. He almost had it. He goes, and I go, isn't gambling exciting? I shouldn't have said that to a 9-year-old.
You're amazing.
Somebody said I love how unpredictable GTS is. Thank you. I love keeping GTS.
You and Katie are real, but your ex's videos are going. Dead.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to be as real as possible. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell stories. I want to make like episodes like I want me and Duhop to be like the Dukes of Hazzard, and we have to go stop the guys in town that are trying to do something bad, and show the car driving around. It doesn't have to be wrestling, And it can build up to a wrestling match. It'd be funny. She likes to bite me. So guys, what we're doing here, we got about 13, 14 more minutes that'll hang here on the stream. And if you guys want to know questions about GTS, backstage questions, what happened to this person, that person, would send in a dono. The bigger the dono, the bigger the details. And we've been having a great ass time tonight. We had a big one earlier from Emory, and that was because we were arguing on Twitter about the Raja Jackson situation. Like I said, it's a real situation, and I don't think he's going to face charges, but he needs to face charges. I'm worried he's not going to. And I wanted a medical update on Psycho Stu, which has been very few, other than he's alive.
Yeah.
But he's fucked up. Somebody said he's alive. He's messed up. It's going to be a long road to recovery.
Yeah.
Bro's probably got brain damage. He's probably got shattered bones all in his face. Yeah. I mean, he was hitting him hard as hell, man.
Bonk.
So, 1 like equals 1 prayer out there for that poor dude. Grim and everyone at GTS, thank you. Greetings. Appreciate you guys all being here. Appreciate you guys all being here on the stream. I need to do more streams. We're going to do more streams. Katie likes to do the streams.
I like doing streams.
Yeah. And
sometimes I try and go live on TikTok like once a week. Sometimes.
So yeah, that'll be her thing.
I like being on here with you.
Yeah. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to do at least a daily one, not every channel daily, but like at least a stream on one each channel. You know what I'm saying? Some days it'll be on here. Some days it'll be on Grim Experience. Some days it'll be on Grim's Toy Show. I have 3 channels, and then I also have Instagram and TikTok. I can go live and Twitter. I mean, really.
Yeah.
But the main thing, is we're trying to keep GTS going. The donations, keep it going. We did great tonight. You guys really are awesome. And like I said, it's a fair trade. I said you're getting something for your donation. You're not just sending money to an influencer for no freaking reason.
Yeah. Getting up.
Right. Like, I'm giving you guys something. I'm giving, the last thing that we did was we did a figure rumble. And for every dono, you get to pick the figure that goes on the rumble. And, it's the fans were booking the figure show. And it was so fun. And I can't wait to do more.
Yeah.
And, the toys, don't forget, discount code GRIM saves 10% at wrestlingfigures.com. Ringside has been a sponsor with us forever. And I'm the longest influencer code in the history of our sport. Grim is the longest Ringside influencer ever. I'm the OG. I'm the first one. I had the biggest wrestling channel in the world for 3 years. I'm the OG.
Mhm.
I did it. I did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm still here. A lot of people don't even realize I'm still here. We were out to dinner. We were at a restaurant, a chain restaurant tonight. And, you know, one of the, I guess was he a busboy? Whatever. He was like wiping the tables down. He was wiping the table across from us. And he looks and he goes, Grim, I used to watch your videos, man. You were in my childhood. I grew up on your stuff. Do you still make them? You know, I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah. He's like, I don't know what happened, man. He's like, I used to watch them all the time. And then I just stopped seeing them. And I kind of forgot. And then until I saw you. And like, that's how it goes. Because I'm the same way. I forget about people I watch until I see something.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, man, they just like hide my stuff. Like, what the hell? Like, he was a loyal viewer until they stopped showing him my things.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're hanging out. We're doing a stream. We're talking about GTS secrets. We already just involved a lot of them because a lot of people sent in the donos. And, you know, the more bigger the dono, the bigger the details that I will reveal about your question. And, you know, we've had a bunch so far. And like I said, I'm like ready to go to bed. It's almost snuggle time because we've divulged a lot. And I crashed out earlier on TJ Maronei. You guys might want to have to get, if you're just joining now and you didn't see earlier, you definitely got to go back and watch me crash the fuck out on TJ Maronei. Guys, what matches are you looking forward to the most on Clash in Your Pants? We got Jungle Jim versus Ice-T Curtis. We got Grim versus Adam Bazar for the U.S. title. Francesca versus Emily Saxton. I'm looking forward to Lucha La Raza versus the Unsubscriber in a pinata match.
Yes.
Joseph said, if I remember correctly, you and your brother started the channel together. No, we didn't. Actually, when I started YouTube and started the channels, me and my brother weren't even talking. If you guys want to know that story, somebody should send a dono because that's a big one. Archie said, if you could have any GTS wrestler come back, who would you pick? Vlad gets views. Vlad is unstoppable. He can't use them all the time. You know, Grim versus Kyle Peterson from Appalachia 87. Thank you for the dono. I don't think Kyle wrestles, does he? Does Kyle wrestle? No. Jay Mac Jr., I apologize if you already said this, but would we be able to get wrestling training from you? So kind of what I do is, like, if you live in the area and you're close, like, a lot of times it's kind of like on-the-job training. Like, you're going to come to GTS, and today I need you to be the referee, and this is what I need you to do in the match, and then I'm going to teach you what to do. And then the next time we're going to have you in the Battle Royal, you're going to do this, this, and this, and I'm going to teach you what to do. And then, you know, as the weeks go on, you say, oh, yeah, well, now I've been in a Battle Royal. Oh, yeah, I've reffed a match before, you know, and then it's, you know, improv. We did, if you saw that one video, we had the steel cage up, and it was that Billy, and at the end of the video, and I super kicked him because he was like in charge because Lacey wasn't there, and I said, no, I just kicked Billy. It was like the Stan parody. Yeah. Like, Billy's new. He's training. He's on the job training. And he didn't even know that was happening.
I miss him. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, and if it was one of those situations where you know, had he messed it up, I would have just cut. I said, cut. He messed it up, or let's do it again, or this is what I want you to do. But he rolled with it. It was an improv. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how we teach people. So now, if you wanted to just get training and not be on my show, then yeah. And I would just charge you money, and I could train you, you know, on different days. Oh, I know who that is. This is Scott Steiner. I don't know why we got a Scott Steiner head just sitting here on the desk. The Scott Steiner figure's right another one there. My finger's on it right now. There's another. We got two Scott Steiner heads here. Guys, get your questions in now. I'm only going to be on stream now for about another 5.5 minutes, and then I am going to bed. So Ethan's got a great question. Joseph's got a great question. You guys have all great questions. We got to send an old donut. That's all. And then we because you know, otherwise then people are like, asking questions and wondering, oh, how come you're ignoring me and not answering me? Donos. That's the only way.
The rules.
Right. That's the best rule. And, you know, it keeps the show going at a good pace. And then in between, we talk about the other stuff, you know. Like I said, I was able to talk to you guys about everything I wanted to talk to you tonight because I had to talk and connect with my audience about the Raja Jackson thing. Because I've been the victim of that bullshit before, and I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. I think it's the dumbest, most disgusting thing you could do in a business where you're trusting people to hit you safely, and people don't hit you safely. And I hope Raja Jackson goes to prison. I'm worried he's not going to. But I think we're going to have enough public outcry that there will be some type of charges from what I've been seeing today. And thank you guys for being here. Just watch your vlog today. Love hearing you guys communicate. You know, and that's the thing. We communicate very well, me and Katie. You know, we're very mature. We've been through enough shit in our life, you know, and we know what we want and we know what we don't want. And we're very clear with each other. And we're very calm with each other. And we're very patient with each other. And that's what makes a healthy relationship. You need more than love. You need respect. You need trust. And you need to be able to work through things. Not just communicating, but understanding. And we have all that. She's been amazing. And I feel like I've been amazing for her. She's been amazing for me. We have a great relationship. And today's our 3-month anniversary.
Ooh, you cracked my shoulder.
Ooh, one's in the chat for the love of the Grimster and Katie. And we got a dono from Mr. Rick, a question. You guys send in questions, I answer them. The bigger the donos, the bigger the details. Would I ever wrestle Nick Cage? Yeah, why not? If somebody wants to book it, you know. I don't know that I would necessarily want to do like a death match and get my head cut open with a pizza cutter. But I'd wrestle them. You asked wrestle, so yes.
Sometimes I wish I could moderate comments.
What comment?
This guy.
What did I say?
So annoying over and over again.
Oh. Stop being annoying. Belt Federation joined Jim Baby. What made you want to make Fran head of HR? Okay. I give the short answer to that is there was an incident backstage at GTS and I handled it the way I thought that I would handle it. And then people were upset with the way I handled it. And Fran was the one who came to me and kind of said, the people feel this way. And then I said to her, well, I feel this way. And then she went to the people and said, well, Grim feels that way. And she was kind of a liaison between me and the rest of the roster based on the situation that was happening. So she kind of handled everything. And I liked the way she did that. And I said, so you know what? If there's problems, let's put Fran in charge of it. So, you know, somebody has a problem, they're afraid to come to me or they're worried about coming to me, they can go to Fran. And Fran would say, listen, you know, eat this one up. We don't need to bother Grim with it. Or, yes, let's go to Grim with that, you know. So that's kind of how that happened. I like the scrunchy face. I love the scrunchy face. All right, guys, like 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. And yeah, somebody asked what happened to Vlad, and I did answer that earlier. And also, you need to send in the dono if you want it answered. And you got about 2 more minutes to get them in. And then I'm popping off. And I'm going to bed. So there's one for you, Katie. That's up to you if you want to answer it.
Where is it?
Kyle Tuck.
I work. Yes, I work. I was working. Well, I have the summers off, but I'm going to be going back to work in like 2 weeks?
Yeah, not even. No, we didn't watch.
Back to work September 3rd.
And then that means I'll be streaming a lot more because especially going into the winter months, like it's really tough to be outside doing wrestling matches. You know what I mean? So it's like we're gonna be doing a lot more streaming video games, probably. I don't know. Thank you for staying up with us, Archie. That's crazy that it's 3:30. Yeah, and I'm going to bed in about an hour. I mean, about an hour in about a minute. I'm gonna be popping off here. And because I mean, we put in the work. We had a great stream. This was a fun ass stream. Yeah. You guys had great questions. You guys sent in all the donos. You guys made our night fun. I hope we made your night fun. It was great to hang out. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. I think I want to like start like with a schedule and I kind of want to be here and do them. You know, like why not? It's fun.
I still haven't finished the last part of his question.
Which was?
What do I do when you make content? Oh. So like sometimes I'm not there when he does GTS.
Yeah, a lot of times you're not.
Like usually when he gets me Fridays, like, and if there is GTS on Fridays, I'll go. But other than that, like, I don't really go. And honestly, it's kind of hard, like, when I go back to work to go on a Thursday night. So, I mean, he films stuff. Sometimes when he vlogs, I'm here. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say most of the time I vlog with you. Like we
Yeah.
vlog a bunch, and then I put out 2 or 3 vlogs a week, and it's
yeah.
clips that we made, you know. And then sometimes I do my own
Emily
thing.
wants me on GTS more. I'll try.
All right, so guys, thank you again all for being here. This was a great stream. I hope you guys all become members. Check out the members only stream. There's going to be a bunch more of them coming up. We got Clash in Your Pants, our free videos this week. Subscribe, tap the bell, turn on the notifications so you don't miss them. Thank you for all the donos. Where's the end stream button? Because I'm getting out of here. Have a good night. Thank you all for being here. And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Eat it. Yeah.